Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm here to solve this kill or quad Sudoku created by Matt Tresel, and I've solved this Sudoku already and found this to be really interesting to give it a try. So without much further ado, let's jump into the rules. The link to solve this is in the description. So if you feel like giving it a try, please do give it a try, come back and watch the video. So classic rules apply: each row, each column and 3 by 3 box has digits 1 to 9 without any repetitions. And then each marked circle is either a killer quad or a normal quadruple, with each to be determined by the solver. And you can see that the word or is given in caps, so which means that every one of these circles has to be exactly one clue, either a killer quad or a quadruple. It cannot be both. Killer quad: digits surrounding a circle must sum to the indicated total. So if you, for example, consider this 27 clue here as a killer quad, then the sum of the digits in these 4 cells would be equal to 27. Quadruple: digits marked in a circle must appear in its surrounding cells. If, for example, you deduce this clue as a quadruple clue, then 2 and 7 must appear in these 4 cells, right? These are the rules. It is up to the solver to determine whether the clue is a killer quad clue or a quadruple clue, right? So with that, we'll start the Sudoku. So I've solved the Sudoku already. So I remember the solve path more or less, but I still don't think this is going to be a straightforward path where I remember each and everything until the end of the solve. So please bear with me if I try to navigate some of the places, because it's really hard to remember each and everything. So the first thing is, look at all these 12 clues. Now, regardless of whether this is a killer quad or a quadruple, there must definitely be a 1 and 2 in these 4 cells. The reason being, if it's a quadruple, then it has to take 1 and 2. However, if it is a killer clue, then a 12 clue will always have 1 and 2 in the 4 cells. It's either 1 2 3 6 or 1 2 4 5. So either way, there must be 1 and 2 inside. But now the rules come into play. Each marked circle is either a killer quad or a normal quadruple. You can see that the quadruple is already satisfied in these 4 cells. So now it cannot be a killer quad anymore. So which means that these 4 cells cannot add up to 12, right? So all these are quadruple clues. So why don't we use some colors? Maybe let's just, color these with yellow. If they are quadruple clues, let's color them yellow, and if they are killer clues, we'll color them maybe blue or green, right? I have not colored this cell because it's common to this quad as well. So just to indicate, I've colored these 3 cells, right? Now I have 1 and 2 here, I have 1 and 2 here, so 1 2 goes here. I have 1 and 2 here, I have 1 and 2 here, so in column 9, 1 2 goes here. Now the moment 2 is eliminated here, this becomes a killer clue. Let's use blue color. Similarly, this is also a killer quad clue, right? Because 2 is eliminated here. So both of these are killer quad clues. And now the moment 27 becomes killer quad clues, there must be a 9 in these areas, without which you cannot reach a 27, right? Because 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 is only 26. So 9 must surely be inside in order for the total to get as far as 27, right? So 9 is in here, 9 is in here. So row 3, 9 goes here. That's excellent. Now this guy right here, because 9 is eliminated from there, it cannot be a killer quad anymore. It has to be a quadruple. Oh, I should not color these, right? So we do not know anything about 24 or both of these 14 clues yet. However, we do know that this is a quadruple clue now, which means there must be 2 7 here. That's interesting. Okay, so I have a 1 2 here, I have a 1 2 here, so in row 9 1 2 goes here. And the moment I do that, similar logic, this is not a quadruple clue anymore, so this has to be a killer quad clue, and this becomes blue color. And the moment a 9 becomes a killer quad clue, and the moment 27 becomes a killer quad clue, there must be a 9 inside those 4 cells, right? Okay. So I have a 1 and 2 here, I have a 1 and 2 here, which means in row 6, 1 and 2 goes here. So which means there is no 2 in this area. So this 2 is 26 is also a killer quad clue because it cannot be a quadruple clue. 2 is eliminated. All right. So I'm thinking about these 13s for now. What can they be? It's too early to deduce maybe. 13 here. That's nice. A 13 clue, regardless of whether it is a quadruple or a killer quad, will always have a 1 inside. If it's a quadruple, then anyway it takes a 1. However, if it's a killer quad, imagine it not containing a 1. So the minimum sum would be 2, 3, 4 and 5, which is already adding up to 14. So 1 will go inside no matter what. So this is not a 1. And now the only way for 1 to be here is in this cell, right? So 1 has to be here. These are not 1s. These are not 1s. These are not 1s. So 1 goes here. Excellent. Any more 13s in the grid? So not really. Okay, so now that the 1 is eliminated from this area, so this is not a quadruple clue anymore. This becomes a killer quad, right? So the minimum sum now possible here is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is exactly giving you 14. So now the 2 in this box has to be here, and this becomes a 3, 4, 5. That's excellent. No more 2's here. No more 2's here. And no 2 here. So 2 is in here. All right. That is excellent. Let me think here. So what can this be if it's a killer quad? Okay, it's too early to say. Let's just continue at this point. So I'm looking at this 14 clue here. If suppose this is not a 1, let us for a moment assume that this cell doesn't take a 1. So which means this is prevented from being a quadruple clue. Now it has to be a killer quad. The minimum sum is 2, 3, 4, 5. But we do know that 2 has to be in one of these cells, right? Because of this 2 here and this 2 here. So the moment you eliminate 1 from this cell, we are running into an instant contradiction. So this has to be a 1. So no more 1's here. No more 1 here. 1 goes here. And no more 1 here. So 1 has exactly 1 cell in this area. So 1 has to go here. That's excellent. Okay. So now these would be 6, 7, 8, 9 for the box. That's okay. Okay. So consider this clue now. Can this be a killer quad clue? If it's a killer quad clue, this instantly becomes 3, 4, 5, right? The minimum sum. So that these 4 cells as a whole add up to 13. But the moment you do this, you have a 3, 4, 5 here, you have a 3, 4, 5 here. So 3, 4, 5 is forced into this area in row 7. But then the 27 clue will be violated. We have shaded this blue, and so we know that this is a killer quad. So if you have 3, 4, 5 in these 3 cells, you can never reach 27. The maximum possible sum in that case would be 4 plus 5, which is 9 from this blue area. And then you need 2 cells which add up to 18. 18 plus 18 can never be possible from 2 cells. So this is not a killer quad, it's a quadruple. So 3 has to be inside. So which means this is also yellow. So this is yellow and this is yellow. So you can shade this yellow, right? Both are one and the same. So 3 is in here, 3 is in here, 3 has to be here. That's excellent. Now what does that do? I have eliminated 3 from this area. So which means it's not a killer, not a quadruple. It has to be a killer quad. Let's shade this blue. So I have a killer quad here, I have a killer quad here, so right, so all these are common. So which means I need to add up to 13 from these 4 cells, and that is no way possible with a 9 here. Let's remove the 9 from that cell, right? So 3 is eliminated here. So the minimum possible sum here is 1, 2, 4, 5, which adds up to exactly 12. So that leaves us exactly 1 degree of freedom. So the total must be 1, 2, 4 and 6, right? That's the only way to make 13, because the minimum possible digits are 1, 2, 4, 5, which adds up to 1 less, exactly 12. So it has to be 1, 2, 4, 6. So which means 2 is not here. This becomes a 1, 2 pair. This becomes 4, 6. That's excellent. Now, if you think a little bit here, you can even decipher this pair. I can't put a 4 here, because the moment this is 4, then this area will add up to 23, which is having only one possibility, 6, 8 and 9. But 6 is already here. So this cannot be 4, that is 6, that is 4. Now I can't have 3 here, 6 plus 3 is 9, and then I need 18 more from 2 cells, so 3 is forced here. 3 is not here. So 9 plus 6 is 15. I need 12 more, which cannot be 3, 9, 4, 8. It is 5, 7. So this area is a 5, 7 and 9. And which means this is 8. So no more 8 here. 6. So this is not a 6. That's excellent. How do I continue here? Okay, so no 4 in here, which means 4 is in here. Okay, there is one cool logic here as a follow-up to this step, but kind of complicated to see. Look at this 26 clue now. So now that we have got digits in this box, we can play around with this a bit. Can this 26 be satisfied without a 9? That's the crucial question to ask. Because without a 9, this is forced to be 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember that it is blue in color, so it's a killer quad. So 5, 6, 7, 8, which adds up to exactly 26. But when you do that, I have 5, 6, 7, 8 in these two columns 4 and 5. Again 5, 6, 7, 8 in these two columns. So which means in column 6 there are 4 cells, 4 digits, 5, 6, 7, 8, but only 3 cells. Not possible. So clearly 26 cannot be achieved without a 9. 9 is in this area. Now there is a 9 here, 9 here. So these two cells are not 9 anymore. Basically in column 6, 9 has to be here. That is interesting. Also 8 must go here, because without 8 the minimum possible sum would be 9, 7, 6, 5, which is exactly adding up to 27. But when you have a 5, 6, 7 here, So 3 digits 5, 6, 7, 3 digits 5, 6, 7. So which means in column 6, again you've got just the 2 cells for 3 digits. So clearly 5, 6, 7 is not possible. 8 has to be in this area. 8 is not here, so 8 goes here. And that puts the 8 here, which is nice. And now I've got 2 digits in this quadruple, 8 and 9, which adds up to 17. So I need 9 more, which can be 3 plus 6 or 4 plus 5. Because 1 and 8 and 2 and 7 are clearly eliminated. If it is 3 plus 6, you have a 6 here and you will have a 6 here. So 6 in column 6 goes here. However, if it is a 4 plus 5, I have a 5 in this area, I will have a 5 in this area, which means 5 in column 6 goes here. So which means basically 8 must be in one of these cells and 8 goes with the 5 or the 6. That's what we can deduce. That's interesting. So now that we have got this 8, it's time to look at these 27 clues in depth, right? It's a very hard Sudoku, so you have to carefully decipher each and every clue. A 27 clue without an 8 is forced to be 9, 7, 6, 5, right? Now both of these 27 clues cannot take 8 inside them, right? Because I already have an 8 here and I cannot put one more 8 here and one more 8 here because that would be 3 8s in 2 rows. So which means one of the 27 clue is without an 8, right? At least one of the 27 clues, and which means it has to be 5, 6, 7 and 9, right? Either this clue or this clue is 5, 6, 7 and 9. Now think very, very carefully here. I have a 7 here and one of these sides there will be a 5, 6, 7, 9, right? Which means that the other 27 clue, we deduce that one of the 27s is 5, 6, 7 and 9. And that 7 also takes this 7 in rows 1 and 2, which means the other 27 clue cannot take a 7. Now without a 7, that clue has to surely take an 8, right? So 9, 8, which adds up to 17, and I need 10 more without a 7, which can only be 4, 6. So basically, the composition of these 27 clues is 5, 6, 7, 9 on one side and 4, 6, 8, 9 on the other side. Wow, that is really, really looking at in depth. So let's write all those digits in. 5, 6, 8, 9 one side. Sorry, it is 5, 6, 7, 9 or 4, 6, 8, 9. So let's basically 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what 1, 2 and 3 cannot be there. So all we need to remember is one side there is 5, 6, 7, 9. The other side there is 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, now taking it even further, 5, 6, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 4, 6, 8, 9. So both the sides take a 6, which means there is no 6 here. Gorgeous piece of logic, right? I mean, it's very difficult to see like this and it took me a lot of time to solve, but really wonderful. Both the sides take a 6. So which means I can't have a 6 in this area. So this is not a 6, it's a 5, 8 pair. And the moment I get this as a 5, 8 pair, I can basically deduce that 6 cannot be here because then 6 in column 6 has no space. So which means I have 9 plus 8, 17 and 26 doesn't take a 6. It has to be 4, 5. So this is 4, 5, 8 and 9. That's excellent. 8 doesn't go here. 8 goes here. That's really, really cool. And now, how do I continue? So 3 is not in this area, so 3 goes here, which means that these 3 cells have formed a triplet now. 1 2 3. This is 6 and 7, so I can't have 3 here. Okay, so now let's look at this 14 clue. Can this be a killer quad, or it has to be a quadruple, is what we have to examine next. Okay, but before that, it's important to realize something. Look at these L-shaped areas, which I'm going to highlight in red maybe. 3 is in this L-shaped area. 3 is in this L-shaped area. There is a 3 here. There is a 3 here. So which means 3s are really doing something funny in here. Really funny. It's basically like a fulcrum. The fulcrum of the L cannot take a 3. That works out here as well. Because if you take a 3 here, 3 goes in this domino here. 3 goes in this domino here. Now there is no space for the 3 here. Right, because of this 3 right here and this 3 right here, there is no 3 here, which means this cannot be a 3. This cannot be a 3 as well, because if you have 3 goes here, 3 goes here, and again there is no space for the 3's here. All right, oops, sorry, this is not a 3, and the same works out here as well. 3 is either here or here. Here or here, here or here, and here or here, which means none of these cells can take a 3, right? Because if any of these areas, let's keep them pink maybe, if any of the pink cells take a 3, then the 3 is going to get crashed out. Let's say these pink cells take a 3 in them, which means this takes a 3, this takes a 3, this takes a 3, and then you can see that there is no space for the 3 here, right? So the pink cells cannot take a 3. So that's what I wanted to establish. And now look at this 14 clue. It doesn't have a 2 in it, right? 2 is here, 2 is here, or basically 2 is in here. It doesn't have a 3 also. 3 is not here, and we deduce that the pink cells don't take a 3. Let me remove this. So which means the minimum possible digits would be 4, 5, 6, and which is already 16. So clearly this is a quadruple clue which forces a 4, and which means this is yellow. Right? It's a quadruple clue. So there is a 4 in here. There is a 4 in here. So 4 is not here anymore, and 4 is in these 3 cells in column 1. Let me take a breather here. Okay, cool. So now let's remove these fulcrum things. So I've eliminated 4 from this area outside. So which means this is a killer quad. Let's make that blue. So which means these 4 digits add up to a 14. Now, if I have a 1 outside and a 4 outside, the minimum sum would be 2, 3, 5, 6, which is adding up to a 2, 3, 5, 6. How much is that? 16. So 1 is basically inside, right? Otherwise, the 14 killer quad will be violated. Can I leave the 2 outside? 2 and 4 are outside. So 1, 3, 5, and 6, which is adding up to 15. So 2 is also inside. Let's remove the 2. So this is a 1, 2 pair. In order for the 14 to be satisfied, there must be a 1, 2 here. Now these 2 cells must add up to 14 minus 3, 11. These 2 cells add up to 11, right? You can't have a 9 here. So this is 6, 5. Oops, 7 is also ruled out because 7 plus 4 is required and 4 is here. 5, 6 or 8. which means this is 6, 5 or 3. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. And now wow, this is gorgeous, guys. This is gorgeous. Remember that one of these 27 clues is 5, 6, 7, 9. The other is 4, 6, 8 and 9, right? Let's say I have the 4 here. These 3 cells take a 4. If I have the 4 here, so this guy becomes, in fact, it does not become a 4, 6, 8, 9. So it would be 5, 6, 7, 9. All right. This would be 5, 6, 7, 9. And 8 in this box is forced here, right? Since this is 5, 6, 7, 9, this would be 4, 6, 8, 9. Now you have 8s here, 8s here and 8 here. So 3 8s in 2 rows. What do you call for that for a reduction? Amazing one, right? Very, very tough to see. Basically in these 3 cells, 4 cannot be here because then in the top 2 rows you get 3 8s. That's not possible. So which means 4 is inside here, and which means that this 27 has to be the 4, 6, 8, 9, and this 27 has to be the 5, 6, 7, 9. Amazing, right? Really, really interplay with numbers and tough one. Okay. So 4 is not here. And you have 4, 6, 8, 9 here, which means this is not a 6. These two add up to 11. So 3 plus 8 or 5 plus 6. So 9, no 9 here. And these two cells, 3, 5, 7, right? I have 7 here and 7 here. So this is not a 7, which means that is a 7. So no 7 here. So 7 goes here, which means this is not 7, that is a 7. So 5, 9, so no 9s here, and 9 goes here, which means no 9s here, and 9 in this area has to be here. Beautiful. So no 9s here, which means 9 is going here. That's excellent. Okay, so I have a 5 here. I have a 5 here, so no more 5s in top 2 rows. So that is a 3, that is a 5. And 3 looks down here, so that's a 5, 4 and 3. And 4 is not here now, 4 goes here. So look at this column. This would be a 6, 7 or 8. So 7 is in here, so no more 7s here. 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, so triplet. So 4 is in this area, right? And no more 4s here. 5, 9 and 5, 8 and 9. So it's a triplet again. Okay. I'm almost close, I can feel it, but okay. 4, 6, 8, 9, a quadruple. So which means this would be a 2, 3, 5 triplet. So this is 3, 5. This would be 2, 3, 5. But I have 1, 2, 3 here. So this is a 5. I mean, this is a 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. Remember, the rules say that each of the clues either a killer or a quadruple, but not both. So if I have a 6 here, 1, 2, 3 and 6 is adding up to 12, but we know it's already a quadruple. It's highlighted in yellow. So there is no 6 here. So 6 is in this area. This is not a 6. And 3 in this area by Sudoku goes here. And which means 3 is not here. So 3 goes here. and which means 3 goes in this box into these two cells. So what do I do next? Okay, I have a 6 here. I have a 6 here. So 6 would be in these two cells, and that is instantly reduced. 6 goes here. Row 8, this is 8 or a 9. What do I have here? Okay, look at this 23 clue which we haven't yet looked at. Can this be a quadruple? You can instantly rule that out. You don't have a 3 here, you don't have a 3 here. So if this is a quadruple, 3 is forced here. But that forces 2 outside this area, right? So it cannot be a quadruple, it has to be a killer quad. Make that blue, which means these 4 cells add up to a 23. Okay. Let me take a breather here. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 9. So these would be 1, 2, and 3. I just want to remove these distracting looking corner pencil marks, but okay, I'll retain them for now. So I have 2 and 7 here and a 3 here. 6 and 9, 5 and 8. So this is 1 or a 4. 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this is 1, 4, right? Okay. Okay. So, it's tricky. Just need one small break. I would be doing that. Oh yes, this is a killer quad clue. I don't know how long it was lying there. So these two add up to 11. So it has to be a 6, 4, 8. Now that's deciphering. 9, 6, 7, 8. That's excellent. 1, 7, 8, 3, 5, 9. So I have a straight 4, 6. 2 is not here. 2 has to be here because it's a quadruple. And 8 is in here. So 8 goes here, which means this would be 5, 7, 9. That is nice. It's really nice. Is there any killer quad clue I'm yet to make use of? This is not yet known, right? The identity of this. Ah, that's good, guys. So in row 3, where does the 8 go? 8 has to be in these two cells. Now, can this be a killer quad? If it's killer quad, 8 plus minimum 5 is already 13, and you have 2 more cells. So which means it can never be a killer quad, and it has to be a quadruple. Because 8 is already forced here, and 8 plus 5 is 13, which will rule out killer quad. So 1 and 4 are going inside here. Okay, that is still not helping me. So which means 5, 6, 7, 9, 1 and 4, this would be 3 and 8. 8 is ruled out. 5, 6, 7, 9, 1 and 2, so this will be 3, 4, 8. Right, but this is a quadruple, so 4 goes here, and 8 is also ruled out. So this is a 3, a hidden single. Okay, 8 is here, I know that. But still it isn't opening up. What am I missing here? Okay, so this will be 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have 8 here. Ah, that is beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful logic. This is 1. This is forced as a 4 by Sudoku. And now this quadruple clue cannot take both 1 and 4, because then both these cells are eliminated. There's exactly one cell left to take 1 and 4. Not possible. That is not a 1. 2. This is a 1, which means there is no 1 here. There is no 1 here. So if this is a 1 or a 4, so this will be a 1 or a 4. Okay, and a 1 or a 4 is hidden somewhere here. So this cell right here is 2 or 8. But 8 is here. Wow, this is awesome, guys. So let's put that in. This is 148 because 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 7. So this is 148. So I have a 148 triplet. So this is a 2. And there is no more 2 here. So 2 is in here. Wow, this is really hard, guys. Very hard. 6. No more 6 here. 6 is in here. So what is the clue that I'm yet to fully exploit? I can think of this one, I can think of this one, and I can think of this one. Not sure which one I have to see. One isn't here. That's a God Savior. So that gives a 4 here, which means this is a 1, 8. 1 is not here, so 8 and 1. So this is a 4. 4 gives an 8 here and a 4 here. That 8 gives a 5 here and an 8 here. So this is not a 5 anymore. It's a 7, 9 pair, which means this is a 5, 6 pair. So this will be 1 and 7, right? 2, 5, 6, 8, 3, 4, 9. A 7 is here, so that's a 1, so 7. So I finally get to eliminate this messy area. The 2, 3. So 1 is not here, 2, 3. Okay, so now I can look at this space. Can this be a killer quad clue? 4 plus 9 is 13, 13 plus 5 is 18, and I need a 6 to make it a killer quad. So this is a quadruple. Let's make it yellow, which means I need 2 and 4 both in this area. So that is a 2, that is a 3. This is a 2, this is a 1, 3, 1 gives 2, 1. Fascinating stuff. 2, 4 gives a 6 here, which means this is a 2, 4. So 8, 8, not 8. Still not a break yet. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This is 5, 7, 8, 9. Wow, still the Sudoku is hanging on to dear life, right? Okay. 5, 6, 6, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, and 7, 9. So 5, 6, 7, 9 quadruple. So this will be a 2, 3, 4. And which means in this area, in this column, 3 has to be here. Okay. So we know that this is a quadruple clue. So if there is a 3 here, I can't have a 6 here because that would make it a killer quad as well. So which means 6 in this box has to be here. That eliminates 6 here, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is hard, guys. Extremely hard Sudoku. So how can I satisfy this? That's the important question. If I get some sort of answer to that. I can look at this 15 clue, right? Can this be quadruple? I have 4 here. This be killer quad. I have a 4 here. So if it's a killer quad, this adds up to 11. So 5 and 6 is the only possibility. But that would make it both a quad and a killer quad. Not possible, right? It cannot be a killer quad. Reason being, the only way to make that would be having a 6 here and a 5 here. But in that case, it would both be killer quad and a quadruple. So it is a quadruple thing, and which forces 5 in here. Wow, this is amazing. That is 8. This is 5 and 9. That 8 gives us 7 here, 7 here, 8 here. 7 gives 6 here, 7 here. It's not 7. This would be 6, 8, 9, and I have 6, 8 here, so that's a 9, 8, and a 6. So 9 gives 9 here, 4 here. That's not a 4, so 2, 3. So let's finish off row 4. That's 5. No, 5 here, 7, 8, 9. All right, so look at the minimum possible total that you can get from these cells. That would be 6, 7, 8, right? From these 3 cells, minimum possible total would be 6, 7, 8. And the minimum possible digit is a 2, which is already adding up to 23. That would be enough to satisfy the killer quad. So 2, and this would be 6, 7, 8. So there is no 9 here. 9 goes here. This has to be 6, to be 5, 7. 6 gives 6, 5, 5, 7, 7, 9. 2 gives a 3, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 7, 8. So 4 and 9, 9, 4, 4 and 2, 7 and 8. So with that, we have completed this. What can I say? Utterly gorgeous Sudoku by Matt Tresel. What a wonderful creation by the author. A very, very tough one. But hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. Do leave a like and a comment under the video. And remember to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.